Let's continue our Euro chat. Let's talk about the players that have impressed us the most so far. A lot of players have done well, but we've been given a tough task by our producer to pick only 3, which I think is a bit cheeky because I could have gone 10, but he said 3. If you start with you, Bentley, who are your 3?
So I've gone, 2 of them probably obvious. Ronaldo, of course.
A bit typical, innit, Ben? I thought you'd think outside the box here a bit,
He's got 5 goals already. I know you're going to say penalties, but...
No. I wasn't going to say that.
You was. But Ronaldo,
5
of
goals
course,
ridiculous, isn't it?
obviously record breaker.
Yeah.
Potentially could be the all-time international goal scorer. But he's just obviously what he does for Portugal. Even the energy he shows, even though he's getting older, still sprinting, full pelt. So him, Lukaku. Lukaku for me in this tournament has been
He's shut up
toying.
people.
He's toying with defenders.
Yeah.
Like pretty much doing what he wants.
Get off me. I'm 14 stone and you're 12.
Exactly. Just push off.
There's nothing you can
Honestly,
do.
it's like little kids. He's playing against little kids. So Lukaku. And the other one, the third one that's kind of surprising for me is Chiesa. Federico Chiesa from Italy.
Yeah.
Now, he's not hardly started, but he's made an impact. The goal he scored, coming off the bench, I was calling for him from about 50 minutes. Get him on. Because every time he comes on for Italy, he makes a difference. He's got that spark. And for me, he's been brilliant. Every time he's played, he's been brilliant.
He banging the table.
Yeah.
Like, he loves Chiesa so much.
He's like that for Juventus as well.
Same.
When he plays Juventus, he's the same.
Yeah, so he's really impressed me, he has.
What a fantastic goal he scored, by the way. It might be the best goal of the tournament.
It's not, but it was a very good goal.
Well, we'll debate that.
He's choosing him. I hope that's not your number one choice.
Is that he's choosing him? But either way, that goal it's got to be in the 5. Where you put it is up to you.
Yeah.
But unbelievable goal.
What a fantastic, honestly, great goal. 3 great choices there as well, by the way. Ronaldo was a bit obvious, but...
Have you got Ronaldo in yours?
No, I haven't.
So you don't think he's going to be one of the best?
Huh?
You don't think he's been one of the best?
I think the 3 I've got have been as good.
Okay.
See a politician's answer. As good. Go on, Lianne, what have you got?
Yeah, I definitely would have gone with Ronaldo, but I was trying to think a bit outside the box.
That's
because
what
I'm
Lianne?
literally...
That's what I like about you.
I did that with Chiesa.
No,
That's what
it's
I
nothing
like
that
about you,
Darren's
Lianne.
done. It's just more like obvious to me. But I've gone with Spinazzola.
Yeah.
And then I've gone with, and I'll explain in a minute, Wijnaldum and Lukaku. I think Spinazzola as well, for me, because I was at Juventus at the same time, we had the same injury. And then he went out on loan to Atalanta, and obviously he's at Roma now.
I love this insight you've got here. This is good.
Yeah, we did our knees at the same time, unfortunately. But he's been fantastic. The fitness levels, even in the extra time.
It's crazy.
Yesterday. And that's what I'm saying to you. The Italians are very, very fit. So Spinazzola, I think he's been brilliant. And the fact that he's come back from his injury in the way that he has, I think it's inspiring as well. So that's why he's one of my 3. And I went with Wijnaldum. He's led the Netherlands
Legend.
in a way that I think a lot of Liverpool fans, including yourself maybe, will be disappointed that he's not there anymore,
Fully upset. Like, all of a sudden as well, he seems to have his scoring boots on for the Netherlands. And I don't know if Klopp's not playing him in the right way. It's strange, but yeah.
But he looks good. He looks really very comfortable on the ball. He looks like he's one of those players that people often say, how come some of them have more time on the ball? He looks like he's always got time on the ball because he's in the right place to receive the ball. And there's small things that he does that people might not have noticed it. At Liverpool, potentially, the fans might have to watch him week in, week out. But there's things that he does that he makes football look easy. So I think that's why one of the reasons why he's in there. And to agree with Darren, Lukaku, what a player. And, and I think, again, similar to Benzema, it's not that they're underrated. It's almost like they have to do more than everybody else to be noticed. And that's why I think Lukaku, he's often been, when he was at Manchester United, I think it was almost like he said he wanted to leave and then we just let him leave. I think we should have tried a little bit more to keep him because at Inter Milan, he's been unbelievable, hasn't he? But I think Manchester United almost just said, okay, and then there was all these memes going around of his bad first touch and things like that. But
it's almost like people are trying to find excuses not to rate him.
Yeah.
It's weird how a meme sticks like that or something sticks with you. Like in boxing, if someone gets knocked out, he's chinny.
Or if Harry Redknapp says that his wife could have scored it. These things don't leave you. You might score 200 later, and people still remember that.
They just don't leave, right? It's funny. You both obviously have highlighted Lukaku. A lot of talk right now about Harry Kane and Man City, and that's going to be ridiculous, right? We're talking 150, 160 million. What about Lukaku? Lukaku will be a cheaper option. Inter, we know, financially are quite tight. Conte's gone. Ashley Young's gone. Eriksen, we know, is going to be out now. So those are the things that made him love Inter. They're no longer there. Isn't that an option for Man City?
If you're asking me to pay 150 million for Kane or 90 for Lukaku, 90. It's not even a debate. It's not even a debate. 90 million for Lukaku.
It's incredible, right?
Yeah, I'm going Lukaku.
And I feel like he's got something to prove.
Him and De Bruyne, obviously they're already tight.
Tight.
Match made in heaven.
What you're doing here.
I think it's almost like
Agent Ben.
You have to find what makes Lukaku tick as well, I think. You know, when he's playing, when he was at Chelsea before, never really got given the opportunity. At Man United, got given the opportunity and did well. But for some reason, some fans was just not having him. And I don't really understand why. Yeah. So I think you have to find a way. I can't see Man City going in for him. And that's not because I don't think he's good enough. I just can't see it. It would hurt me as a Man United fan to see Lukaku at City as well. But
he has
at the same
smashed
time, I
goals
can't
as well.
see it.
He smashed goals in
Can you see
even
Lukaku
West
going
Brom.
to City?
Yeah.
Everton. No, I just think the way that they play. But if you talk about 90 million for him and the connection that he's got with De Bruyne, and people have spoken about his first touch. If you saw the goal that was ruled offside, what about the first touch where he's finished?
Incredible, by the way.
Pass, touch, bang.
Yep.
So he's got better.
And the way he goes past players as well, you know, like even in like the 85th minute, he's so powerful. The way he runs with the ball, he's very, very good. And I just don't think people give him the respect that he deserves.
Right, your top three, both of your top threes were excellent, by the way. Ronaldo a bit, but
I can't wait to hear this.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
My top three is the top three. They are literally the best three.
He's probably going to throw in Mings or something.
Yeah.
Hendo.
Ronaldo.
Is Hendo in there?
Could get if I was to stretch it to top five. Wijnaldum, I'm with you. Wijnaldum has to be in there. Dutch captain, and he's taken this Dutch team as well that again not really fancied, and I think have played really exciting football. He scored goals for them as well, something that maybe we don't think of him as doing because he doesn't do that for Liverpool. Has passed Marco van Basten's record. I know Marcus van Basten retired early because of a knee injury, but regardless, Wijnaldum has to be, and I think he's done really well. He's just a leader, and I love every single thing about him. I think he's this. It's a big shout here, but I always feel like he's this generation's current Seedorf. Like he's unfancied. You don't look at him like that, but he will go to a team and just do a great job, but will never be heralded as the man. Gosens for Germany.
You like him, didn't you?
I love him. Honestly, I love him. I mean, I'm a massive fan of Andy Robertson, and I think no one goes up and down more than Andy Robertson. This kid does. I don't know where the gas tank comes from.
Yeah.
He'll score. He'll assist. He runs and runs and runs. He's a massive, massive problem for England. Massive problem, and I don't know what England are going to do on the right. I would like to see Reece James come in just to combat that, so just to make him work a bit. But I like Gosens. He's got to be in. The final one, it's the old man, Bonucci for Italy.
Yeah, okay.
Fantastic. Look, 34 years old.
Ronaldo's 36, carry on.
34 years old. Looks about 50. That's the
Like
Ronaldo looks about 25.
Yeah. Like Chiellini.
Look like Chiellini, and it's good that you mentioned that because obviously they played together for Juventus. He's lost Chiellini now because of injury. He's played every game for Italy, and he controls it. I mean, they conceded a goal against Austria, and I'm telling you now, he's having nightmares right now. Even though they've gone through, he's thinking, I haven't done my job. Yeah, I'm angry. I lose the bonus. He is livid right now. But I think Bonucci, the way in which he marshals this Italian side, he is a throwback to Italian defenders of old. The Cannavaros, the Nestas, the Maldinis when he played in. Just, I can control this, lads. You do what you do. I've got this at the back with Donnarumma in goal. I think he's fantastic. And he's a good reason, I think, why they could go on and win it, because he's a proper centre-back. No disrespect to the Stones and Maguires and the Mings of the world.
There's levels.
There's levels to this, you know what I mean?
Why do you think we don't have that, though? Why do you think, like, for example, Chiellini, Bonucci, when they stop a goal, it's like they've scored, haven't they? They'll run up to each other and have that. Like, they almost start hitting each other. Like, why do we not have that?
I think you're right in terms of taking pride in defending, stopping a cross, stopping a block, a shot. But I think it must be in the Italians' DNA because Bonucci and Chiellini on a list of a long line of unbelievable centre-backs, as you said, Nesta,
solid,
Cannavaro, Maldini. The list is endless of defenders. So maybe it's something in the Italian FA in terms of the way they coach their defenders.
That, maybe as well, people grow up and generally want to be a Maldini.
Yeah.
Want to be a Nesta. Remember
Cannavaro,
Jamie Carragher made that joke about not wanting to be a Gary Neville. Obviously, there's good right-backs now, but people grow up and want to be like that person, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you must have grown up wanting to be the original R9, Ronaldo.
Ian Wright.
Yeah. He grew up and want to be those, and I think people just want to be it. They take pride in that as well. Look, what have we missed out? Get in touch. Tweet us at talkSPORT. Who has been, you can put 3 in if you want, who has been the players of, the Euros. De Bruyne. It's like De Bruyne is so good, he has to almost go beyond to get a mention. Yeah. He can't be a 7. De Bruyne's got to be a 10 for us to get a mention. But look, all of us done some good names apart from the obvious ones. You know, Ronaldo.
What, you mean the one that arguably could be the greatest player of all time?
Yeah, but you got to think outside the box. Bonucci.
I was going to throw in Jack in that, but I didn't.
There we go.
There we go. Time to go for a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk Rafa Benitez.